Okay, ma'am. Because I'm too much excited. Earlier we connect, so at that times I'm so much hesitation and nervousness, but now I'm feeling comfortable because yeah, this it's just because you are supporting me, so that's the reason now I'm able to connect with you, and now I'm too much confident. So thank you so much, and really
Thank you,
I'm too
thank
much
you.
excited, and I'm waiting long times, and sometimes I'm thinking when you talk. So yeah, now I'm so much excited. Yes, ma'am.
I'm also really elated talking with you because it's been long and you have been saying to me for the conversation, but I was really occupied and I could not make out time for you. So for that, extremely sorry. And let's start the
No.
conversation. So
Yes,
learn. So as you know, my
yes,
name is
ma'am.
Nutan and I'm from Mathura. I'm a homemaker and I
Yes,
have a YouTube channel. And if I tell you about my qualifications, then I'm graduate from commerce and I'm blessed with two kids. So this is all about me. Thank you.
yes, ma'am. Yeah, and I watched your video, so at that times I learned a lot, especially for vocabulary, and I'm interested, and so yeah, every day I watch because nowadays, ma'am, I'm following one thing in regular basis, and I'm promised on myself like I wake up so sometimes six,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes seven, so at that times, like morning times, 1 hour every day. 1 hour
Okay.
every day. It's a conversation video I watch. So it's a helpful for me.
Great, great. Okay. So tell
Yes,
me if
ma'am.
you have any queries in your bucket list, then please let me know.
Okay. So, ma'am, actually, sometimes in my side, sometimes when I read and write some vocabulary, so at that time it's okay, and at that times I apply on my on my side. So at that time it's okay, and I understand and I easily to. But sometimes when I talk in stranger while I
Mm-hmm.
had conversation, so at that times my mind is blank. I don't know why, but sometimes it's happened. So please suggest me what I do so it's helpful for my vocabulary.
See, to enrich your vocabularies, I would say just listen podcast or any video which really interest you, excites you. So you should listen such videos, podcast, because see when we listen, so somewhere it's really helpful. Not just for our
Mm-hmm.
we are just getting the new words. It's somewhere enhancing your listening skills. So it plays a very vital role here. So try to listen things more, and when you come across the word, so try to add that particular word with some scenarios and example. This will get you a very good result. And you don't have to rush through words, meaning you don't have to grab the words in just a single
Mm-hmm.
day. You are trying to like collect so many words, like, let's say 10 to
Yes,
20
ma'am.
words, so you are going to forget. Just go for 2 to 3 words, it's completely okay for a single day. And then
Yes,
use
ma'am.
those words in your conversation. Deliberately you have to do this, just
Yes,
out of
ma'am.
turn you have to say things like you have to use that word. You can ask that particular word, that particular guy you are talking to, and you can use
Mm-hmm.
those words, and that is how you are going to just ingrain in your mind forever. You are not going to forget. So I think that's a nice way, and I also do the same thing many a times.
Yes, ma'am. But sometimes, however, I use. So on myself, I use particular word I use. So at that times, use I easily. But when it's like 2, 3 days, and then I forget. That has happened in my
Because
mind.
you
I
are
don't
not
know.
using that word, this is why this happens. You're not
Okay.
using this word. Let's say there's a word oscillate. Oscillate,
Mm-hmm.
I come across this word I think 5 6 days ago. And oscillate
Mm-hmm.
mean, first meaning is kampan, like shivering, kind of
Okay.
shivering. And the other meaning of
Mm-hmm.
oscillate or oscillation means, there are two things, like two people or two things, two aspects, and you are between those two things. Okay, so there you
Mm-hmm.
can use this word oscillate. Like my life is oscillating between my my husband and my kids. So sometimes
Okay.
I go to the kitchen to make the food accordingly, according to my husband, and On the other hand, my kids say that this mama, make this for me, prepare this for me. So I'm just,
Mhm.
my life is oscillating between two of the things, two of the people.
Yes.
Likewise, this we can use. So in like very different kind of sense, we can use the same word, oscillation, oscillate,
Okay.
right? So there are so many words, but you don't have to, take a very deep dive into so many words, grabbing so many words. Just use only one or two
Mhm.
word in your conversation, new word.
Okay.
You don't have to grab so many
Yes,
words
ma'am.
at once. Due to that, you are going to forget. You will become so much, confused, perplexed. Instead, just go for only one, two, or three words.
Yes, ma'am. Sure, ma'am. Definitely. Yes,
Yeah.
and yes, ma'am. And one thing again, I'm asking,
Mm-hmm.
reading practice. So while I'm reading, so actually, I'm in salon because now I'm in also salon. So actually,
Okay.
some people saying when you read, reading methods you practice. So at that times you, I mean to say, like आवाज बहुत जोर से निकालना. So at that times I can't because I'm in salon because I'm,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes client next to me. So how can I do those kind of thing I method? So I read it on myself and I'm listening types like normal. So I want to really shouting types reading because it's helpful for our learning journey and some YouTuber talking when you read. So at that times, even yesterday I talked Mo Priya ma'am. So she suggests me, Lavanya, well you read. So you shouting type. So actually, so what
Okay.
I do, ma'am? Actually,
See,
I don't have environment. So how can I proceed? How can I use that touch method?
firstly,
Yeah.
I would say that it's really commendable that you are at your salon, even though you are like doing hard work. On the other hand, like attending the customers, and you are trying to putting efforts to enhance your communication skills. You're connecting with people, so that's really noticeable and it's really apparent. And yeah, it's appreciable. And if I tell you about reading, as you said, as you explained, so if you don't feel like good and you feel like awkward, it's a kind of weird situation for you to read things out loud at your salon. So then
Yes. Ma'am.
just try to get rid of that at the same time. Just attend your customer at the same time. And once you don't have like anyone around you, there is nobody around you, so then you can just do
Mhm.
these kind of practicing, like reading things out loud, because somewhere it's really helpful, it's really lucrative for you to read things out loud. It will give you so good results. But yeah, apart from this, you're doing a lot of things, like you're connecting with people, talking with them. So I think this is also a really nice way to we are like bringing out ourselves from the comfort zone, then we are speaking with people. So somewhere it's really helpful, and it is helping you. You are like day by
Yes.
day you are like growing, and you are just escalating your way of speaking. So I think that's commendable.
Yes, ma'am. Just because you, ma'am.
Thank you, my pleasure. Okay,
Yes,
one thing
ma'am.
I would
Because
like to know, yeah, in such a like occupying situation, you are like always, surrounded with the customers, even though you take out time for yourself. So how do you manage things?
literally, ma'am, yesterday what happened, whole day I'm busy. Like, I think, that time's like 11
Mm-hmm.
o'clock. So actually my opening time, it's at 10:30 o'clock. Okay. So, while I'm connecting, so some people in Sky app, so Lavanya, please connect me. So I, give some time, like I'm in 10 o'clock, I'm free, so 9:30. So at that times I'm connecting people. And even, yesterday whole day I'm busy because, 2022, like, yesterday marriage, and
Okay.
whole day I'm busy and I am handling 16 clients. So
Okay,
I'm
great.
fully tired. I'm fully tired, fully tired. So I don't have, literally, I don't have time, and sometimes service on, I give service my client, and then I'm uh, in uh, in my ear, I put on earbuds and I'm listening. At least
Okay,
one, two, three vocabulary I consume, so it's enough for me. And the
okay.
little small things I understand, so it's enough for me. At least improve my small
Mm-hmm.
vocabulary, and I consume what, so it's a helpful for me. So at that times I'm also listening, because I don't know nowadays. I was too much excited to, and I am promised on myself, because my birthday came. It's a 6 months, so at that times I give on myself, Lavanya,
Mm-hmm.
you are, at least like, become a fluent Thai speaker. Sometimes I make mistakes, so it's okay. Without making mistake, how is it possible? So
Yeah,
that's the reason
exactly.
nowadays I'm promised on myself, and I do every day like 1 hour and sometimes 30 minutes, depend on my free time.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Great, great. Okay. Okay, do you have you ever come across any, such kind of irritable customer? Because you take care of a lot of things, you have so many responsibilities and you are attending the customers, so sometimes they are not behaving in a right way, and
Yes.
so how do you maintain the patience level
Oh.
between such people? Sometimes they behave so rude, and the way of
Yes.
saying it's not really good. So
Yes,
how
ma'am.
do you manage that
I,
moment?
oh my God, it's a too. Literally, it's a too much difficulty. You know what happened yesterday? It's 1 o'clock. So at that times, one lady came in my shop. So at that times, she telling me, Lavanya, I want to. Actually, what's your hair dry? So it's a
Mm-hmm.
shampoo conditioner prices. So I'm saying it's a 300 cost, ma'am. So and then I wash fully hairs, and even I dry hair, it's straight blow dry. So at that times, she asked me who in salon, who is owner of the salon. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
God.
She was not liking.
No, 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 she was liking. You are working like very good, and she was telling me who is honored in this
Okay.
salon. So I'm telling I'm the honor in my salon.
Mm-hmm.
So she was very a little bit scared. So what
Okay.
happened, ma'am? Oh my God, they are too young, and how to manage your salon and how to manage the staff. So, ma'am,
Mm-hmm.
so at that times I'm saying, because I have knowledge, so that's the reason. So that kind of even one incident earlier, it's 3 months ago. So
Mm-hmm.
one irritated lady, because I'm, literally I'm girl also, but lady, when you handle, especially for lady, so uh, people, especially for lady girls. So there are,
Mm-hmm.
so much question and queries also, and
Yeah,
sometimes
right.
irritating. Yeah, and so at that times it's too much difficult to handle. One thing. So it's 2-3 month ago. So at that times, I'm waxing her face. So little bit. Her face already sensitive. Okay. So,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm suggesting, ma'am, don't do this. I can't this process, because it's you're already sensitive skin, so you avoid. But she,
She
she
didn't
didn't.
listen.
Yeah, didn't decide. And no, you can do. I am accept your. Okay. So and then I pull her. I mean to say waxing. I did, so little bit, it's a scratch her face.
Okay, redness
So
and scratch.
yeah, so she is scolding me again and again, and she was telling me, "You are not a good employee." You know.
Okay. Did she pay you or not? That time did she
Oh,
pay you or not?
No, ma'am. Listen. So at that times, you are not a good employee, and I'm calling your boss, and then I am saying to you, you are not a good employee, and what I can say, he, it's a, the, uh, I say, mm,
Who's your honor? Who's your honor? This is what she
yeah,
asked.
she asked, who is your honor? Okay,
Hmm.
so at that time, so I'm very quiet.
Okay, you kept mum. You didn't
Yeah.
say.
Yeah, I didn't say. And then again, she is scolding me. I go for police station and I fire if you are and you are not a good employee and you mean to say, and then मैं आपको निकलवा दूंगी. That
Oh,
kind
and
of
I
thing.
get your license cancelled, right?
that that kind of thing. So ma'am, I'm already saying you are a skin already. It's too much, sensitive. So I already saying. So at that times you didn't get my point, but you are saying no, no, you apply. So that's why I apply your,
Hmm.
vaccine and all. And then he gone. And then 2 3 days he came back in my salon and said, so at that times I'm in salon, okay,
Hmm.
because I opened like 10 o'clock. So that time there were no any staff in my side. So she said, so sorry, and then asked who is owner. So I am the owner of my salon.
Okay.
And she was again sorry. Actually, मैं बहुत she was afraid to me, and you meant to say she was like अच्छा हाथ जोड़ना ये वो that's.
Okay. Finally, she realized.
Yeah, finally she realized because I'm honor, so that's the reason. And I'm employee, so that time she didn't reply, realize. So that kind of things, that kind of people irritating, and I'm handling, and I'm I mean to say ladies clients, so it's too much hectic and really, at that times, ladies, says client like, Lavanya, what types of product you have. So yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. I'm saying yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am, yes. That's it.
Okay. Okay.
Only for yes, yes, yes,
Even
ma'am.
even even though you have so many responsibilities and you are like performing with a smiling face.
Yes, ma'am. So at that times, only for yes. That's it.
Hmm. Okay.
It's
Okay.
only politely behavior I maintain, ma'am. It's
Okay.
okay. Yeah,
Hmm.
that types, and I give also discounts, Earlier, I can't speak in single sentence in English language, so they were in my clients, so there are sometimes a doctor in and good professional, so in my side, UP customer in my salon sometimes came in my salon and
Hmm.
Bihar and Delhi and South Indian people. So at that times I'm talking
Okay.
small. So yeah. So that times one client she said, Lavanya, I know English very well. So sometimes I connect with you. So that times I give 2,000 discount just
Okay.
because just because she was talking me, so that's the reason. Because I'm very passionate about this language, and
Hmm.
that times I don't have environment, so that's the
Okay.
reason. Yeah.
Okay. Now I can say you can deal with such people, such irritable people while talking in English and responding them in English, and you can just shut their mouth, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because when
Yes.
somebody listen things in English, na, so this is really normal thing, they just keep their mouth shut at the same moment.
Yes.
They're like, okay, the person is quite superior to me, so I don't have to give any reply. Like, was this happens when we listen somebody speaking in English.
Yes, ma'am. Just because of you, ma'am. Really, you are my. Oh my God. I
Oh,
don't have
please,
any.
please don't mention again and again. Please. It is
No,
also my
it's
pleasure.
true, ma'am.
Yeah.
No, no, it's true. It's true. I don't have. I'm totally speechless just because of you. You are my I mean to say experimentation, and you, just because why now I am talking just because of you, because you create an environment. So now I am talking easily.
Yeah, if you have anything to ask, then please let me know.
Yes, ma'am. You ask, ma'am. Really, I'm I'm talking again and again. I'm too much. I'm so happy. Really, I'm so happy, ma'am.
I'm
Yeah.
also really elated. And okay, then if because it's 21 minute, so sometimes we get some problems while recording. Sorry, saving the video in gallery. So if you have
Okay.
anything like any queries related to English, anything, then please let me know, or else let's wind up the session.
Yes, ma'am. So now I don't have, but really, thank you so much giving me a precious time. And
Thank you.
yeah, I'm so happy. And
Okay, let's connect some other time and we'll have another session next time. Okay, and
yes, ma'am. Sure.
thank you so much.
Yeah.
It was really interesting and enthralling conversation with you. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Bye.